A verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. We dealing with time. In the beginning, there was darkness, and then God said, let there be light. Light can be referred to the sunlight. Light can also be referred to as wisdom, knowledge, understanding. When you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you have an ideal that you feel that may help people. You'll see in the cartoons, or back in the day, they have the light bulb that goes over one's head, letting people know that he have a brilliant ideal or a life-changing ideal. So basically, that's what that is. People having a life-changing ideals or ideals. So when you're dealing with time, as one, you could say we're sitting back waiting to see what the presidency of Donald Trump is going to be like. You have to give that time. Trump stated that the CIA, that Russia hacked the presidential election, just like the CIA said that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. He said, why should I go to CIA briefings to hear the same thing repeated over and over again? I'm smart enough, give it to me and let's move on. Some people say, man, how dare he even make statements or even go up against the CIA? But if you notice during the election, he said it's all rigged. They're all lies. All of it's lies. Now we, black people, we understand this system. We know the system because we've been up under this system. We know that they'll get you in a room and lie right in your face. We know the deeds that will be done to a race of people under the guise of our government. We can go all the way back from Jim Crow to the civil rights. We can go to slavery days. We can go to the injustice that is happening right now today. But the thing is, every individual that is born with a spirit to be free, to live in peace, and to be upright. Now you may put some obstacles in the way and put some burdens upon one's back or put pressure upon a person, and they might succumb to that obstacle or that temptation at that time. But as time progresses, the inner person still has that yearning to be free, because that individual was created in peace with a desire of freedom. So no matter what you put on the person, they will always seek freedom, seek peace, seek justice, until the time comes, as time progresses, the obstacle begins to get smaller and smaller. And then the new ideas to create new obstacles to stop someone's growth of freedom vanishes in time. We can go back 1995, Million Man March. That was an epic event by Brother Farrakhan. And the reason why I say that is because you had over 1 million men receiving light into that mind, into that third eye, to that pineal gland. You had all the chakras rotating. You had that kundalini energy flowing. And it was a peaceful event. And it was right on time. And so today, that message is starting to see the message right before our eyes. They're talking about Egypt and the buildings of Egypt, and we're talking about Benjamin Banneker in the layout in the obelisk and how he constructed the layout, and also that was given to us at the Million Man March 1995 about Freemasonry, and how the minister broke down Washington, D.C. and the layout, saying that the children of Israel, the Egyptians, everything is all right here. Pyramid on back of the dollar, the capstone, cornerstone, all of that is dealing with the black man and black woman in America who've been hit in the head and who has amnesia, doesn't know his or her original name, do not know their original religion, don't know their sciences, don't know who they are, their culture, their ways. It's been lost. Who can come and repair the black man back to himself again? And the work we were starting to be worked on July 4th, 1930. God came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, then raised up one, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad left us a warner, teacher, and a guide, and a big brother, and Brother Farrakhan, who continues on with a visual of math and science and truth that is changing lives. One man, one word, a word that you haven't heard this, what Brother Farrakhan speaks. You're not gonna find that in the church. You're not gonna find it any other place than that's embodied within a human being. So that shows you that by one man with a weighty word, meaning the word has so much mass to it till it becomes heavy. It's a word that can fill up your heart with knowledge, information, and wisdom, to where you have to act on it, or you will ponder over it till it becomes weight also, because you know you're struggling now with truth has come into your life. So now you're struggling with, shall I move on this truth that I know is right, or shall I continue on my own path, which hasn't brought me the success I've been looking for my whole life, by following a false teachings that was given to slaves to pass down for generations to generations, to keep them in a slave mind so they can be used better as a tool. And the people are saying that day is gone, that day's over with. People want knowledge, they want information, they're thirsty for truth, and that's why whenever Brother Farrakhan comes into your city or your town, the place is packed. People are thirsting for knowledge, but in its own time. It's at the right time. So a lot of people are asking, Well, with Trump being the president, what will, or they'll say, how will it affect us as a people and as a whole? The races are coming out. The guy over at Texas A&M for the alt-right movement, I can't recall his name, but he was in Texas for the alternative right movement, and he was saying such things such as they have to preserve their European race. The bones that helped build Texas are buried under the ground, and they showed on Facebook the sister who came and said, well, if all knowledge and language began in Africa, then what is this great white knowledge or, that you're speaking upon? When science came out of Africa, when mathematics, when counting, alphabets, the whole nine originated with black people. So how, if life itself came out of Africa, out of the black man and black woman, then what is this greatness you're actually talking about? What facts are you putting up, or are you just talking just to be talking? And that was a good question. So I'll go back and do the research, and I'm trying to find where in Europe that they had language, mathematics, culture, universities prior to the Moors or prior to the Africans coming to Europe. You would be hard pressed to back up what the guy for the alternative right was laying his basis down for white power, being a dominant race over other races. Because even China is saying, well, we had a number system prior to Europe. We were inventing and traveling. Mansa Musa came to the Americas before Columbus with gold. Matter of fact, Mansa Musa is the richest man that ever lived. Documented. Go check it out. So the question was, for the guy at the alternative right, the alt-right movement, what facts are you basing your statements on, or your foundation of the white race is the dominant race? Well, they're trying to figure where you get your info from. But as time progresses again and truth comes out, then you won't be able to come in front of crowds, because what you're doing is you're making people go back and research the facts to see if what you're saying is true, and then it's coming back saying, wait, no, that's not fact, that's not factual. That's not, now you just making statements. And then that old saying, if you tell a lie long enough, people will start to believe it. But that's becoming impossible, because now you have internet and fact checking, and you have books and historians, and so now you have truth on the scene today. So that lie doesn't have anything to grab a hold to produce, to build upon. So it falls by the wayside. It has no use at all because no one can build off of the lies anymore. Now, it was a point of time where you could build off those lies, but all that was doing was just stretching time until the truth came. Because let's say, for instance, you put the truth. Well, let's say you went to a place, build up a lie, and guarded and protected that lie, and tried to cover up every obstacle or every angle to where the truth could come in. You tried to barricade it and keep the light out from coming, but it's like when you have concrete on the ground or bricks on the ground, and you put that mortar or cement to seal it in, and it's that one. I mean, it could be a needle of a hole, and over time you see a grass pop up, and you're saying, man, how did that grass come through all this concrete? That's how it is with truth and lie. You can have a lie, and you can try to protect that lie, but that sunlight, it will penetrate the smallest crack, and then things will start growing up under it. Then it busts its way through, and then you get a blade of grass over here, a blade of grass over there, blade over time. You know, hey, got grass everywhere. You know, and that's basically where we at today. Brother Farrakhan is bringing that truth. The youth are listening, waking people up by the thousand. You go to places and now people talking about metaphysics, and they're talking about, knowledge of self. They're talking about astrology, astronomy. They're talking about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching. You know, people are proud to be who they are, and they're speaking upon it. You know, they're saying, man, I've been living this lie for, half my adult life. And when you hear the truth, it just fits like a tailor-made suit. And then you have the lie on Christmas and December 25th and a winter solstice, and got us caught up in that lie. But you have Kwanzaa that starts on the 26th. I believe it goes all the way to the 1st. But it haven't became as popular as it should. So me personally, what I do, I celebrate Kwanzaa on the 25th. No Santa Claus in my house. If I have anything, it'll be a black Jesus. Black Kwanzaa deal. Kwanzaa 25th of December. Have Masrur Muhammad picture up. Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Noble Drew Ali. Garvey. Kwanzaa. Make that a day for your own celebration. We don't have to tell tales of Jesus coming down the chimney with gold. Matter of fact, I got to do some research. But as a matter of fact, I'm thinking that not Kwanzaa, but Christmas could be a tale of Mansa Musa. Because when Mansa Musa traveled, he brought so much gold on that ship that looks like a sled and was giving it away. Some countries became rich overnight by what he left behind. And so, see, that's a new one. We might promote that, and we'll say on December 25th, we not celebrating the life of or a fictitious character named Santa Claus, and we will celebrate the essence of Jesus and the spirit of family and unity. But also we have to throw Kwanzaa and Mansa Musa, MANSAMUSA. We're celebrating the legacy, or studying the legacy of Mansa Musa on Christmas Day, to show that you had black people with money. The richest man ever to live was a black man. So if you want to be like Mansa Musa and give gifts, then in the spirit of Mansa Musa, then okay, we'll say not Santa Claus, but Mansa Musa and Jesus. Spirit and money. Come on, you can't beat that. Spirit and money. For black folks, that's what we're dealing with. The study of Mansa Musa. Spirit and money. And Kwanzaa. So Kwanzaa is the holiday. Jesus is the spirit. And Mansa Musa is what we're studying as far as gift giving. And bam, bada bing, bada boom. Verbal Pick Radio, and we're out.